Peace. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Goddess Niagal. So I'm not going to hold you guys. I wanted to tap in a little bit with issues of depression. And I say that because sometimes when we change our environment, we think that it's going to change everything about us. Now, consciously, you might not be thinking that, but subconsciously, you're thinking, well, if I leave and get out of here, if I get away from these type of people, if I get away from this environment, it's going to make me a better person. And it's going to contribute to you being a better person, but you're not going to run from your anxiety or your depression. If anything, it might take a different shift. It might look different. And I'm just sharing this because, you know, I've been dealing with depression and anxiety probably as long as I can remember. So coming to a beautiful place like Merida, Mexico, it does help. I mean, every day the sun is out, so that helps motivate you. You know, I'm from New York, so back home it gets very cold. So here you have sun all the time. So yes, that will help with depression because it motivates you to want to get up and get outside, or just for you to wake up because the sun is coming through. There's a lot to do out here at a cost that is not too expensive. So yes, changing your environment, regardless if you go to another country or another state or town, will help with your anxiety or depression. I just wanted to make this video because I don't want people to think that making a shift like this is just going to take away all of the anxiety or depression, because it absolutely will not. If anything, you might have a different form of it. You're still going to have to deal with it. And honestly, I'd rather deal with my anxiety and depression in a place like this. Like I said, you know, I might get up like I felt this morning, you know, just feeling kind of drained. You know, there's nothing going on. I just felt drained. I felt tired mentally. You know, you start to feel the depression come on, but when you come outside, you get in the sun, you're getting your vitamins, and then you're like, okay, now you're starting to think about what you want to do because it's still new to you. You still have things to do. So it definitely helps with it. Also, because this is a new environment, it keeps your mind occupied. Okay, so dealing with any type of anxiety or depression, you know, the more we feed into it, the more it becomes bigger, the more it just kind of takes over. So when you come to a place like Merida, Mexico, it's out your comfort zone, but it definitely keeps your mind occupied, which when you have anxiety or depression, keeping your mind occupied is key to not letting it overwhelm you. So there's a lot of positive and perks when you do move outside the country, and you still are dealing with anxiety and depression. And then for some people, it might be overwhelming. It might make your anxiety worse because you're not from here. You might go outside and feel overwhelmed. So everyone is different how they're going to deal with it. I just wanted to let people know that it is normal to still feel anxiety. It is normal to still feel depressed. I don't care, because sometimes we question ourselves and we say, well, I changed my environment. I'm in a beautiful country. Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. Like, you know, anxiety and depression is all mental, it's internal. So I just want people that are suffering with it. A lot of people don't talk about anxiety or depression, regardless of where you live at. We just don't talk about it. So if you are dealing with it, it's normal. You didn't make a mistake. You're not doing anything wrong. You're still a human being. Just because you're around tropical weather and beautiful scenery and things to do, it doesn't mean you're going to be happy every day. So it's okay to feel that way. And that's why I'm making this video, because sometimes we feel like something's wrong with us because we're feeling depressed or we're having anxiety and we're beating ourselves up. Well, you came all the way down here and you're still feeling that way, or maybe someone's telling you that. Yeah, it's okay. It's normal. Like I said, for some people, it might make the anxiety worse. Some people, it might make it better. But I just wanted to make a quick video just to touch on that. I'm going to make a video after this, kind of doing some tarot cards and seeing what energy the universe has for us today. But I just wanted to bring that to people's awareness that it's okay. It's fine. Don't feel ashamed. Don't feel embarrassed. It's normal. And like I said, just continue to do the inner work, continue to work on yourself, regardless of what your environment is. You still have to work on yourself, and just try to make the best out of your situation. Like I said, doesn't matter where you go, you are always going to be there. And like I said, that's just something that I deal with. At first I thought something was wrong. I thought I made a mistake, because I'm like, okay, you work so hard to come here. Now that you're here, you're feeling anxiety, you're feeling depressed. And I'm like, okay, but you're still a human being. Like, just because you make a drastic change doesn't make you any less of a human being. So I know that there's other people that feel this way, that are going through it. They might not want to talk about it. If you are brave enough to share your experiences with anything relating to what I'm saying, feel free to drop a comment down below. If you're interested in any of my services that I provide as far as a spiritual coach or any readings or anything like that, you can always comment below. Or you can go to my website, www.unlearntoheal.com, www.unlearntoheal.com with the number 2 in the middle. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here, thank you for supporting. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. One thing I tell you, it is free to show love and support, you guys. It is absolutely free. So if you like it and you share and subscribe, I appreciate it. If you just stop by, even if you didn't subscribe, thank you for being here. And just realize that you are a human being having this experience. You're supposed to feel emotions. You're not supposed to be happy every day just because you have money and you're in a beautiful place around beautiful people. You're still human. You're allowed to feel sad. You're allowed to feel depressed. Don't let anyone take that away from you. We are not robots. If we were meant not to feel anything, then we would not feel anything. But we are supposed to feel it, learn from it, experience, and try to make the best out of it. So till next time, you guys, make sure you're meditating, make sure you're hydrating. If you're in Merida, Mexico, make sure you are definitely hydrating. Make sure you're drinking that water. Make sure you're taking care of your health, you guys. The beautiful thing about being in this type of climate and weather is that you get a lot of natural resources. So take advantage of that. Today I'm planting my moringa seeds for my tree that I want to grow. So yeah, make sure you're meditating, make sure you're hydrating, and most importantly, make sure that you are falling in love with yourself. Self-love is self-care. Self-love is going to bring a type of peace that nothing else can bring to you. No one can bring you this type of peace. No money can replace this type of peace when you are truly loving yourself. Doesn't matter where you're living at, what country you're in. If you're not loving yourself, if you're not doing the inner work, you're going to be all over the place.